like, what should parents be looking for? Or like, what? Because I'm all about educating for the recruitment process, for what events to go to, and if you're a 26 kid, right, and so like you really need to be on radars now, not wait till your senior year. Um, what advice would you give them going or the 27s to prepare like over the next summer? Because UIL is UIL,
Yeah,
you know, and but going into the next summer, because you know as well as I do, some of these AAU programs gonna already have tryouts, and I kind of want to give parents like the best information I can give them, you
yeah.
know.
The best advice I can give them is do your research. Every organization has a track record. Every organization has a track record. You can go find out what events they played in, what kids they sent to school, which kids they didn't send to school, and it's real simple. And don't be afraid to ask questions. I think a lot of times people don't want to rock the boat and ask questions. You got to ask those hard questions sometimes. Like, man, what are you gonna do with my son to make sure he advances to the next level? And but
Hmm.
basically the research is the biggest part because playing in the right events is important. Like it's super,
Hmm.
super important. And I think a lot of times like we get so enamored with playing on a certain circuit that we miss the point. Like I know a lot of teams that didn't go to their certain circuit but went to the Gasso in July and it benefited from them a lot because
Hmm.
there were coaches there. Sometimes these so-called second level circuits don't have coaches in the building. So I think that's the most important thing because you the transfer portal is real and you gotta get seen if you want to play at the next level. So going to the
Yes.
right events, asking the right questions is really, really important.
Yeah, and I think and I'm glad you say that because I'll tell people like check the resume,
Yeah.
and because that's gonna tell it all, and it tells you, and for me, I even go a step further and say, look at the levels they're sending, because I'm sure your opinion is similar. I can't speak for you, but I feel like the summer and the development and all these monies that we put into development, you should be working, striving towards a free education,
Absolutely.
you know, and and that's where I think parents sometimes fall short in realizing you're investing in your child, you know, and
Absolutely.
you can have a friend that wants to do the best for them, but they may not have the knowledge that you Doug have or that I have or experience. Like I tell JC this all the time. We got programs that are still trying to get the first one a deal.
Yeah.
And we're operating in who's the next one, because we have a gym out here called the Doghouse,
Hmm.
and man, we go to town on some people. And my job is to recruit as many kids in there, and JC's gonna whittle them down. And kids think, man, y'all being harsh, all this. Man, they don't understand. They don't understand the work that it really takes because there's
Uh,
too many pats on the back. Good job, Johnny, when it wasn't really a good job. And so I'm glad you said that about the research piece.
yeah, man, that's super important. And I think a lot of times too, like you like every draft night, I always take account how many people say the work that they put in to get to that point.
Hmm.
Like the
Yeah.
work matters. You're not going to get to that level or even the high major level without putting in work, let alone a JUCO NAIA level. Like you have to work. So if you
Hmm.
think your kid is high major and he's not putting in the work, then you're fooling yourself. So
Exactly.